How's it going, guys? Ted here, coming at you with a deck profile from one of our best players at the Las Vegas Regional. What's your name, sir? What were you playing?
I don't know about the best player, but my name's Panda, and I was playing Fire Kings.
Just regular Fire Kings?
It's Fire Kings with Snake Eyes engine. Debating whether I was going to play that engine or not, or just go with the Dogmatica engine, but I wanted to give this one a try.
What was your record, sir?
It's a 9-round regional, so I was 5 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw.
It's that draw that gets you.
It's the draw, man. It's the draw. But
what was your placing? Do you remember your record? Placings?
I was trying to bubble in. Hopefully, I was like, maybe if enough people dropped, I was gonna be able to bubble in to get my invite for top 32. But I placed in 59th, so yeah, I clearly didn't make it. So
the dream was alive for a moment.
The dream was alive. The dream was alive. So
going forward, are you gonna try to keep the wanted engine, or are you gonna test?
I'm gonna test out the Dogmatica engine. They're both really explosive. They're both really good. They both have their ups and downs, but I prefer those 2 engines over the Tri-Brigade engine. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna just try out the Dogmatica engine next to see how that works.
Cool. What made you choose Fire Kings? You're usually known for another deck.
Yeah, I usually play heroes. That's kind of my bread and butter. But I don't know. I just feel. I'm not saying heroes aren't good for this format, because they really are. Dark Law's just a beast. But I feel like Fire Kings were probably a lot more explosive. They were a little bit more, not consistent, but a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Aggressive heroes, you could say. So yeah, I think that's the main reason why I said, fuck it, let's go Fire Kings. Alright, so anyways, so this is the deck profile. Start off, obviously, the 3 main starters, or the starter, Ponix, 1 card combo. Pretty self-explanatory. Got double Garunix. People play it at 2, people play it at 1. Honestly, I think 2 is like the sweet spot for it. I think it's the perfect ratio for this card. Next is the Monster Negator, Triple Arvada. Really good. I used to play Triple Tanky because of this card, and this card, the Barong, the 1 Barong. But I feel it was just too clunky. I'd rather just take those 3 tankies out for other utility cards. So I did see this card a lot. You see it a lot. This card to 1 of. 2 of is really good as well, but for my taste and for my playstyle, 1 was more than enough.
Alright.
Second best card, if not the best card, Kieran. Really good, really explosive. The fact that you can reborn something and then destroy a card, super good. And then the combos with Kieran and like Ponix, super good, or any Fire King, but mainly the Ponix. The fact that you can just normal summon Ponix if they Veiler or Imperm, you can chain Kieran to destroy this, and they Imperm Veiler lose their target, and you still pop off and you still get your spell trap card. So Kieran definitely needs to be a 3. And then,
is that it for your Fire Kings?
For the Fire Kings, yeah, that's it. That's literally all I play for Fire Kings.
No Rangbali.
No Rangbali.
No Yaksha?
No Yaksha, no Rangbali. Rangbali's too slow. It contradicts with Garunix a lot. Either you could special summon Garunix, or you special summon the Rangbali from hand or from grave. So no Rangbali. Yaksha's okay because it has like niche interactions, because if it gets destroyed, it destroys another card, makes your other cards trigger. But I don't know, it was just adding more, I guess you could say, tanky targets just make the deck too clunky. And then obviously the 1 deal Bellstar. Really good. I've seen people play it at 2. I mean, player preference at that point, but I think 1 is more than enough.
Alright.
And now for the hand traps, double droll, triple ash, triple Veiler.
Hand traps.
Yeah, I sided the 3rd droll in and out, I believe, if I remember correctly. Let me double check. No, I don't. I left it at 2. I mean, I see it all the time. At 3 and everything, but I don't know. I felt like 2 was good for droll. Not too many cards search for it. The mirror match, it works if they don't open up the Kieran or the Garunix already in hand. Ash is really good, and then Veiler, like I said, just decided to play it instead of DD Crows in the main. The DD Crows are on the side, but I figured game 1. You know, I really have really bad luck winning dice rolls, so I'd rather play the Veiler, negate my opponent's effects, try to stop them as much as I can. Games 2 and 3, I usually side these out for the DD Crows, or the Drolls. So yeah.
Any other hand trap you wish you could have ran?
Like, it's a love-hate relationship between like 3 Veiler or 3 Crow. But, I mean, Crow's in the side, so, I mean, I think this is pretty good. Granted that, like, those 3 hand traps hit everything in the meta at the moment. So, now for spells, we have 3 Fire King Sanctuaries. Once again, I see people play it at 2. And then, or 3. And then the 2 island, that's my ratio, 3-2. I used to play 2-2 when I was running the tankies, but I figured that seeing this more than this is a little bit better, because this will let you XYZ summon, protects the field spells, things like that. So, I mean, I said screw it, 3-2 is fine. 2 being the field spell, 3 being the continuous spell card.
Cool.
2 Fire King Skyburn.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah, I once again, people were playing it at 1, or I used to play it 1 circle, 1 Skyburn, but noticing that like Centurion, Labyrinth, and a lot of other cards are playing a lot more back row, I figured let me just go for maximum destruction. So, and then just Ponic search it, and then it's, yeah, my opponent's gonna know what I have and try to play around it, but at least they know that destruction's coming, and then Garunix will pop off if it's in the graveyard. So it's really good. And then it has a blanket effect where it's like, there's times when you have like the Punish by itself in defense, and your opponent has 2 monsters and you're going to time. They'll like run it over. You can go Skyburn, banish it, protect the Punish from being destroyed, and then let they'll attack it again, and then you'll be all right. You won't take any damage. Really good card though. I think that's like very responsive card. 2 tactics works. 3 was a little bit too clunky for me. 2 sweet spot. Self-explanatory why I'm running it at 2, or why I'm running the card at all. Double Super Poly. I tried it at 3. I didn't like it at 3. I tried it at 1, then I didn't see it as much. So 2 is really, really good. So it's just, yeah, like Infernoble, the mirror match, especially in the mirror match is like MVP. You just like literally go into like Garura or into Mud Dragon, and you just like don't have to worry about their effects going off because they're not being destroyed. Little wanted package, 3 wanted, 1 snake eye. Whenever I'm playing, like if I win game 1, when we go to game 2 or 3, I usually side one of these out and leave this at 2, so it'll be at 2 and 1. If I see it, I see it. If I don't, oh well. And then the fact that this recycles that and this recycles a witch, it's really good. So playing it at 2, I really didn't miss the 3rd one, games 2 or 3. Like I said, rather side in a utility card over the 3rd wanted.
So no Ash, no Flamberge?
No Ash, no Flamberge. I'm not doing those two because then it will mess with the ratios of the other Fire King cards, and it's more of a Fire King deck than it is an engine, and that's just more of an engine. So until Populous comes out, Bonfire comes out, everything post Phantom Nightmare, I'd rather just keep it more strictly Fire King than I will Snake Eyes. So, and then the last card, the one of Call by the Grave, I was contemplating not playing this card at all, but I'm really glad I did. I think for 4 of my matches, I saw this opening hand, and opponent made their board against Terror Elements really great, especially when they go like cast Terror Elements with the Scream. They're gonna mill the 3 plus the other 3, so for the 6, and then they'll try to chain block you. You just Call by the Grave whatever you feel is a little bit more important. The Havness, the Merly, the Shri, I think, or the Reinhardt, and you just like screw it. Like, you don't have to worry about it anymore. So really glad I ran this. And that's it for the spells. And then lastly, I only played 1 trap card, which is as a 3 of Infinite Impermanence. Yeah, it's Imperm's clutch. That's why I slide out the Veilers games 2 or 3, because Imperm, my opponents will side in the tactics, or they'll side in the thrust, and if I just Imperm them, I don't have to worry about those anymore, because, you know, obviously they respawn on monster effects. And then against Centurion, you just set it up. Against Centurion, I usually just set it where they have their monsters, and then on their turn, they'll have like the Legacia, the boss monster, and I'll just be like, screw it, I'll just Imperm that column where their monster is, and then it's just like, they'll be like, oh, effect of the Centurion trap card, monster that's a trap card, to try to special summon, chain the Imperm, targeting the Legacia. That whole column is like shut down, and then they really have nothing else to go into unless they drew into something else. So
cool,
really good.
How's the main deck? What was your count?
My count's 40. So I like 40. I tried it at 42 and 45, but I don't know. I felt like 40, since everything searches itself, but other than the hand traps, everything searches itself, and then the engine, once one engine goes, the Snake Eyes engine goes off, I don't have to worry about the Fire King deck popping off, because it helps each other out. So I feel 40 was fine at the moment.
Cool.
So for extra deck, I played 2 Garunics. Used to play that one, missed the second one. It's literally a dark hole, and MST gets destroyed. It special summons Fire King monsters from the graveyard equal to the amount of like materials it has. So most of the time we'll just do this, nuke the board, and you can go like, if they have something that can be destroyed by a card effect or something, by monster effects, you can just go into a Skyburn, pop this with the 2 materials, pop the other card, and then just keep going off after that. So 2 of these really good. 1 Dingrisu, I made it like 3 times today. Yeah, really good. The fact that it sends and doesn't destroy. So usually whenever this dies and brings out the other 2 materials, I'll just go into him and start sending other stuff. In the mirror match, really great. So glad I ran it at 1 and ran it at all. Super Poly targets, because you guys saw that I played Super Poly. 1 Mud Dragon, 1 Giltia, 1 Garura, and 1 Dragwood Quest. Mainly made the Garura and Mud Dragon more than anything. I didn't play any Infernobles or what was the other deck?
Dragons?
Or Dragon Link or anything. I mainly have this for Dragon Link, or for like those decks, the rogue decks that make the IP Baron, or IP Baron. So I'll do like the Giltia. For Dragon Link, it's this one. Like I said, I respect Dragon Link enough to play this card. The Garura staple and the Mud Dragon staple. So really good. I was really hoping to play against Inferno just to do this, but Unfortunately, kind of fortunately, I didn't, so it was alright. So, not too bad. And now for the links. Link once, Link Karibo, Link, and then Relinquish Anima. Never really made it, but I think I only made it like once, and my opponent just happened to play the monster in its arrow, so it's fine. And then Link Karibo, because it's Link Karibo, and then yeah, so IP and the SP. Never made IP, always made SP. Really good card. Is it, like they said in another video, is it worth $100? Yeah, I feel like it is for what it does and how much it inflicts on the meta, and how much everyone's using it. It pulls you out of tight situations. Mirror match, you can banish this and banish your own Garunix, just to have it for next turn, and you'll be fine. And then you still keep on banishing other things. So really good. Never made it, but good to have, because sometimes you just go into those situations. Dark and the Hida, Mirror Match, Bestials, Dragon Link, anything that runs a Dark. Imseti, I did this against a Terra Element player. They did their Imseti shenanigans, send it, get Sark, etc. Made this by going into Mud Dragon first, made Mud Dragon Dark, linking into her, taking their Imseti, and then just popping off from there on. And then the one Celine and the one access code for the OTK kind of goes on hand in hand with these two. If you go into these two, you're gonna go into Celine, and then into access code.
Was there any monster you wish you could have had instead?
Over what? In the extra deck?
Yeah.
Extra deck, over anything.
Like, did one card look just like severely underperform than you thought?
I mean, if I really wanted to, what I really wanted to have was the Sunlight Wolf and the Access Code Talker. I really wanted to play that line, but after testing and everything, it's susceptible to nib, and unfortunately, this deck does lose to nib pretty hard. So it's great, yeah, because I have hand advantage, but yeah, just losing to nib, I just didn't really like it. And then the fact that I have to pay 1,000, and then during time it can cost you a game. It actually costed my round 8 opponent his game, because he went that combo line and he paid 1,000 to draw, and neither one of us realized that it was literally about to be called time within my turn. So I just went draw phase, standby phase, and then main phase, and then I just hear the judge just freeze play. So kind of glad I didn't run it, but I really wanted to run it because it's a nice combo, and I can recycle Ash or anything else.
Alright.
What you got hiding in the side deck?
Huh?
What you got hiding in the side deck?
The side deck, I mean,
It had to be spicy when you got that far.
not super spicy. I guess it's how you play it, really, per se. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Triple scatter shot.
What? 3?
You're welcome.
So, the LA regional, when the one that just happened about a week ago, literally, I got my record was 10 rounds. I had 3 wins, 4 losses, and 3 draws, because I had nothing to burn or nothing to like inflict damage to my opponent. So I was like, what can I run? I was thinking of running Fire Ferret, the one that comes in the structure, but Teddy, Sensei, and Kenji, or Taka, whatever the hell he calls himself.
I have many names.
They were like, screw it, like play Volcanic Scatter Shot, and as long as it hits graveyard, you basically it activates. I lost this game against a Terra Element player. Like, he just went normal summon Rhino Heart, I Veilered it, special summon Rhino Heart, I Veilered it, and then he summoned this, and then he just linked it off, and I was just like, okay, cool. Like, I tried DD-crowing it thinking it would work, but no, it doesn't. So only Call by the Grave or something that negates graveyard effects would work. But yeah, 3, because I wanted to see it. Kieran, pop it, buy 500. It is what it is. So yeah, 3 scatter shot. a bit excessive, but I feel like it works. Triple DD Crow.
Hate you.
DD Crow is really good. I hate Terra Element with a passion. I blame Taka for that. I hate it. I hate that it's just mill 3 and then mill 3 more, and then next thing you know, like they mill godly, and like this puts a stop to it. It's like, oh, that's cute. DD Crow it away. You don't care. So yeah, and then in the when I change, I'm thinking of playing the Dogmatica engine. This is searchable through the Shurag of the Tri Brigade. So the fact that it's searchable through that, it's really good. So I figured, when I play that, it'll be at 1. But for now, since I'm playing this build, 3 DD Crow's the number for it, especially in this meta. Triple Lancia, because I hate Flow with a passion as well. Flow's just hard. Like, Flow is ridiculously difficult to deal with. I mean, Shifter, and then we cry, because, everything has to go to Graveyard for Fire Kings, including the Snake Eyes engine. My round 2 was Flounderies. And yeah, he shifted me game 1. We went to game 2. I beat him with game 2. Game 3, same thing. He opened up Shifter. But because he opened up Shifter, I literally chained Lancia to it. So he was unable to play under his own Shifter, since Flounderies are used to banishing. So it literally saved me. But then when it was my turn, I was just kind of like, alright, well, I just got to try to set up whatever it is that I could set up, and then just try to play off of that. It was a huge grind game, but he ended up beating me. So, he went, I think he was like in top 8. So, yeah. So, Lancia, really good. Like I said, I respect Flow, and I hate it. So, Back Row Destruction, 1 Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storm. It's at 2. It's at 1. Hardly sided them in. Against Centurion, I played the Lightning Storm. I didn't really play the Feather Duster. Lightning Storm is really good. Sometimes you just bait things out. Against, I didn't play against any Labyrinth, but against Labyrinth, if you just Lightning Storm and you're making them chain everything, you're making them chain things, or they're either going to chain and activate things to activate things and try to salvage what they can, or they're just going to let it die. So it's really up to them what they want to do. So, pretty good. And then Triple Skill Drain. Yeah, Triple Skill Drain. Most of the time in games 2 and 3, they see Skill Drain, they're like, you got it, bro, because they don't want to play around it. They don't know how to play around it, or they'll just play into it. My round 1 against Centurion, round 2, the guy had the 2 level 4s that are in the spell and trap card zone. He literally went effect to special and effect to special, chaining 1, chaining 2, and I said sure. They special summon, and then he goes summon effect, and I just literally flipped Skill Drain, and he just looked at me and said, let's just go to game 3, bro. And I was just like, sure. And yeah, it's good. Would have decided in game 3, depending on how much time there is, because you paid 1,000. But really good. And then if you want to turn it off, you can turn it off with Witch. You can literally just send this, play Witch, and then make your combos, do your whole shenanigans, and then you can just flip the second one if you have it. So yeah, that is the side, and then that's pretty much the deck. Like I said, I went 5-3-1. Hardest matchups were Terra Elements and Flounderies. Those two were just ridiculously difficult. One Terra Element player, he literally only had 2 cards in his deck, and which was the Havness and the Shri. So he just kept milling it or something and kept shuffling and fusion summoning. Game 1 literally lasted all 40 minutes. So, yeah. So I think the Terra Elements is the hardest matchup for this deck, but it's all about luck with that deck. There's skill into it, but there's luck based on what they mill. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like it if you guys have any questions. let me know. Like I said, I mean, it's not that great. I came in 59th place, but it did its job. I mean, it did what it needed to do. So, yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Again, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. And that's it for today.